All right, guys, good morning. I wanted to go ahead and do two examples for you of the work that we're going to do this week. So the work that we're going to do this week is in Alex. You have one assignment in Alex and one assignment from the book. So just a quick reminder on how we get to Alex. So you're going to go ahead and click on your math class, period 1 math. And then here on the left-hand side, you're going to scroll down to McGraw-Hill K through 12 SSO. You click there. And then you might have to press this button here that says Launch App, and it'll open up in a new window. That new window for you will look like this here. Make sure at the top you have Sun Valley Magnet B cell, because you guys are in the B cell magnet. And you should just have the one option, which is this, Math 7B-1, okay? So that's how you go ahead and get to the assignment. So the assignment is here, area of composite figures. That's the assignment you're going to be working on. All right, guys, so in this first example that I want to show you guys, you have a circle. You have a circle within a circle. So this is a lot like the toilet paper rolls activity that I had you guys do. So you have a circle, a large circle, and then a smaller circle within. The smaller circle has a radius of 13, and the larger circle has a radius of 16 meters. And they're asking you here, it says a ring-shaped region is shown below. So that would be this part here. Its inner radius is 13 meters, and its outer radius is 16 meters. Find the area of the shaded region. So we're going to just find this area. So what can we do to figure out just this area here? Okay, so my thoughts are we're probably going to find the area of the larger circle. And if we just want to know this part, we're going to cut out basically this inner circle that's the white part, right? So we're going to subtract that part. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So we already know the formula that we're going to use. So it's going to be area is equal to pi r squared. So we have two circles, a large circle and then a smaller circle within it, right? This first circle has a radius of 16 meters and this smaller circle has a radius of 13 meters. Okay, so for this first one, we're going to have pi, which is 3.14 times the radius, which is 16, and then times the radius again. That's for this circle here, right? And then for this circle, we're going to have pi 3.14 times the radius, which is 13, and then times 13 again, because remember we have r squared. Okay, so I went ahead and did that. So I got 803.84 for the larger circle and 530.66 for the smaller circle. All right, so since we just want to find the area of the shaded region, which is basically the bigger circle minus the smaller circle, we're going to go ahead and subtract both of those, okay? So we're going to go ahead and do 803.84 minus 530.66. And so my final answer is 273.18. So that should be the area of this, just the shaded region. Let's see how we did. Okay. 273.18 meters. And notice they didn't round the answer or anything like that, because up here it says, do not round your answer, okay? All right, here's another type of example. This time it's a rectangle within a rectangle. So here you have a rectangle, it's 13 by 8, and here you have a smaller rectangle, it's 6 by 4. And it says that you want to find the area of the shaded region inside of the rectangle. All right, so we know the formula for the area of a rectangle. It's length times width or base times height, whatever, it doesn't matter. So I like to say length times width, okay? So for the larger rectangle, it's 13 by 8, okay? So length times width for that one. And then for the smaller rectangle, it's 6 by 4. So we're gonna find the area of both and then subtract them. All right, so for the larger rectangle, I got 104, and for the smaller rectangle, it's 24. We subtract those, and our final answer should be 80 square centimeters. Square centimeters. All right, for this one, there is no shaded region. For this one, it's actually going to be an adding type of problem, okay? It says, a training field is formed by joining a rectangle and 2 semicircles. So this middle part would be the rectangle, and this is one semicircle, and then here's another semicircle, half a circle basically, as shown. The rectangle is 95 meters long and 68 meters wide. Find the area of the training field, use 3.14 for pi, do not round your answer. Be sure to include the correct unit in your answer, okay? So we have 95 by 68. All right, so here I redrew it, but I kind of put the 2 semicircles a little bit separated from it. So here's the rectangle. Here's the rectangle, right? And then when I multiply 95 by 68, I get 6,460. So that will be the area for the rectangle. Now we have to look at the semicircles a little bit more closely, okay? So I'm just gonna redraw this semicircle over here on the side, okay? So I have a semicircle, and this whole part is 68. So that whole side right there is 68. So if I were to cut it in half, because remember I have to find the area of this semicircle, and the area of a circle has radius in the formula, right? So I have to cut this in half. So what would be half of 68? Right, it'll be 34. So I have 34 here, and this will be 34 here. So imagine here on the rectangle, this would be 34, and this would be 34, right? It still makes 68. I just needed to find out what my radius was so that I can figure out the area of the circle. Okay, so I have one semicircle on the left side and another semicircle on the right side, actually. So if I have 2 halves of a circle, well, that makes one whole circle, right? So let's just go ahead and find the area of one circle with the radius of, what did we just find out that our radius was? 34. So let's just find the area of one circle with the radius of 34. So it'll be area equals pi r squared, which is going to be 3.14 times 34 times 34. Okay, so I get 3,629.84, and we're going to go ahead and add that to the area of the rectangle that we found earlier, which was 6,460. We add those two numbers together, and our final answer for our basketball training field is going to be 10,089.84. And that should be your final answer.